So I'm going to read her bio really quickly. Diane Sawyer, right, I say that, is a proud mother of Josh, 22, Veronica, 19, and Jacqueline, age 16. She's an area manager for Arborn International and loves to help people live their best version of themselves. She grew up in Harrison Island, where even in high school, she loved to help people in need and loved to lead others and accomplish great tasks. 8 years ago, Diane, in her religious education class, packed 150 brown bag lunches and delivered them to schools where she tutored and where she tutored through the junior league. She believes there's no coincidences. It was Copperland Elementary and across the street were 3 abandoned and burnt-out houses, where kids were ecstatic to make lunches and little kids were even more excited to receive them. Diane, still mortified about the abandoned houses, called the mayor of regularity until the houses were knocked down. So she was very persistent in making sure those abandoned houses no longer existed in areas where kids lived. A year later, she felt called to go big or go home. 1,200 more lunches were packed and she never stopped. 1,200 more lunches, ladies, and she's doing this by herself with her family and circle of friends. International Brown Bag Lunches was started, and lives were touched by 1,000. Lunches were delivered to Detroit warming center and shelters, completed with love notes to inspire their day. So she didn't just pack lunches, she also put notes in there to encourage them. Then Diane started to hit the streets, meeting people in need, and her mission was forever changed. She felt a call to do more. While passing out winter items, one day, Christopher approached her and asked if she could help him. He had just moved out of the shelter and into an empty apartment. I know these kind of stories oh so well, working in education, so I understand that. With the help of her community, she collected and filled his entire apartment. A year after that, the mission to help more people grew. In 2017, Operation Love Our Homeless, an official 501c3 nonprofit, was formed to officially battle the problem of homeless in the city of Detroit and metropolitan cities through the initiative that focused on community-driven food preparation, clothing collection, basic needs distribution, and the offer of resources to homeless people living in the streets and in shelters and warming centers. It extended to our next door neighbor in need as well. Sometimes we don't know the people we're living right next door to. We don't know what their needs are. Okay, so I lost my spot. Hold on. Diane holds their magic wand and asks people on the street living in a harsh cold, what do you need? They tell her, and she does her best to provide it. To date, 72,000 lunches have been packed. 72,000 lunches have been packed. We're talking about one woman, 3 kids in her community. 25 people have been assisted with furniture and home goods, and thousands of more have been warmed with hats, scarves, gloves, coats, boots, mittens, and gloves. Most importantly, they have been loved, and they are given hope through that love. With her love and teaching of health and desire to see everyone live their best life, Diane recently turned a TV room of her women's shelter into a gym. Her desire was to help them just keep moving and get motivated to do more, be more, so they can have more for their families. She can be seen stopping traffic at an overpass to help someone, and regularly at the soup kitchen where she sets up a table or two, unloads her fields to the window top vehicle with donated items, and then watches as each item is accepted by someone in need. She truly has been called and has answered her call. She has asked herself daily, what more can I do? And depending on her faith to provide the answers, and depends on people like you to keep the love alive. Please put your hands together as we bring forth Diane Sawyer. Sawyer. I'm not sure it was, thank you.